Nice long from down here. Hey there, Sam. I am. Good to see you. Just managing this long that I started. I don't know where I was at. I started it way down here. Oh man, I am in a live long too. About to get out of that. How are things going for you? It's been a kick-ass morning. Get out of that long on my live. I'm just gonna manage this my demo one. So I just got out of my. I was long. I waited for the news, and actually I was trying to long here, got stopped out, and then I waited a little bit, and then I waited for the open, and went long down here at the 95, or sorry 85-ish. Like probably like 88. So caught this again, and then just got out just now of my real trade. So hopefully your morning's going well. Pretty awesome overall, man. Just killer morning. These are actually should be the applied entire layout. So this is the same. So yeah, as far as GAN levels on like a potential reversal, I'm kind of in a. It's pushed these 4 hours up, into no man's land. So unless price goes all the way up here, which would be crazy. If it went all the way up to 21, that'd be crazy. I don't really have, unless things settle down, I don't really have a potential for a short unless, breaks down one of these GAN levels. But this is like, the price pushing up, it's making the 4 hours not too helpful. I mean, kind of here, but it's not going to be able to really pinpoint, a good, if it does pivot, it does a ping pong day. I don't know if this is going to trend all day. Who knows? But either way, if you catch this, these awesome trades, right? Bounces off this GAN here. Who cares, right? At least for me, even this one. It's pressing up. Hey, what's up, Nico? So Nico, I was just explaining. So at the I did play at the news a little bit. I waited for the news. I actually got stopped out here a little bit. It's up, Dean. And then you can see this is my demo one, but on my live account, I did get stopped out here. I went long here, and then right in the open, I actually get stopped out again. But then I re-entered after it bounced off the VWAP, and so. But yeah, my demo is killing it. It's just going. So I've already closed out of my live. I'm thinking up around $1,200 today. But yeah, good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well this morning. And a pretty classic. That open was pretty routine. You know what I mean? It just came right down to the VWAP and just freaking bounced. It's just awesome. He's just like, it was almost like candy in a way. It's not always like that. Yesterday's open was kind of a tricky one where it really sold off for a while and then it bounced, right? Today's was like kind of like my favorite, where it was like a barely a sweep of anything. It didn't even really sweep anything, really. You didn't even get down to here to sweep out. Like, you can get way trickier than this thing, minus that it bounced pretty fast. So that might be, but it's either still like, if it comes down, if you don't get like where I got, you can still get in here, and then as it breaks up here, you can get in here. It breaks up, you can get in here. So there's been opportunities to get back in this thing, And now it'd probably be tough if you weren't in it now. Probably best to watch it. I don't know. I don't really love to chase it that far, but otherwise, you guys do anything good this morning? Anything play out that you liked? Hopefully you're green. Just messed up my thing. Oh, okay, cool. Just gave a signal. Nice. Hopefully it. I should turn that on. I need to. Well, it did produce a signal, didn't it? I wonder why it didn't get anything down here. I have to look at that. Yeah, just be careful of that long there. Definitely scalp what you can out of that thing if you can. So we'll see. Hopefully it keeps pressing up. There is no GANs up here, so it's like I don't even have a reversal. The next daily's up here. I don't. Could it go all the way to 1,338? Right, that'd be crazy. I don't predict that at all. As you can see, the 4 hours are being pressed up, so these aren't being too helpful. It would be helpful if they came back, but so there's no short here for me anywhere up here. But not saying obviously anything can happen. It's going to eventually retrace, or pull back, and who knows, right? But hopefully get another leg up there, get you some profit there, hopefully. I definitely wouldn't be trying to short this thing, at least now, but we all know NQ, man. These moves, even if it's tempting, right, Nico? You don't pick tops here, man, right? Once in a while, I don't know. It's not worth it, I don't think, unless unless it's near a GAN level, and you have some, I know it's like these, it's like, oh man, it's overextended, and but I wouldn't be too tempted right now. If this isn't quite tempting yet, right? It really pushes up and gets some exhaustion. But even still, I don't do like mean reversion trades. I know they can work. That's the beauty of the market. Everyone has their own kind of style, and I'm more of a I'm more like, as you guys know, I'm a kind of a GAN breakout, GAN pullback trader. I don't use signals too much. I didn't even have the Pro on, which I'm actually a little disappointed that it didn't fire as it went above this 50%. Because really, when price goes above this 50% Dean, it's a pretty good. It should be a long here, But anyway, I'm definitely gonna. I know the signals are decent, but man, they could be better. For it to fire way up here, I'm a little disappointed in that signal, to be honest. But as you guys know, I trade more breakouts, retracements than I do a signal. But even still, hopefully you're all close to the money now, or I'm not sure when you got in. Are you actually? You should be green right now, right? Did you get in at like 112-ish, or when did you? Oh, it's up already 753. Top of the morning, dude. Good to see you. So hopefully you got in at a decent price at 113, so you're in the money. Okay, cool. Green 118, awesome. So that's awesome, Dean. I love it, dude. I love it. Hopefully you have a few contracts where you can, scalp some off and let some run or whatever, however you're going to manage that thing. That's awesome. Nice. I love it. Yeah, there is a fib number up here at the 6.3. But yeah, the 50 is, yeah, I got in a trade way like last night. Man, I traded usually I don't trade like overnight, but I just wanted to see if I could kill it. So I think I only slept like 2 hours last night. I was just, all my accounts are green. I was like, it's like just kind of marking like, man, I gotta catch these pullbacks, and so I'm not gonna do that again for a long time. So I just was so determined to be like, well, because my funded future was down, but now it's back profit again, and then I have the other one that's really doing well, and then I have my other two blue skies. So yeah, I just wanted to have a really good green week. I don't know. Sometimes I just get in that mode where man, I just wanted to kill it, and but now I'm exhausted. So I don't want to do that every day. But once in a while, I don't know, when the price action's there, man, I couldn't resist. I guess I was kicking myself because on Monday night it was so good, and just missed it. But I can't do that every night, That's not healthy, right? Sleep is so important, so I'm definitely going to pay the price the next few days, catching back up, and yeah, not smart for health reasons for sure. I don't recommend doing that, and we don't need to. I mentioned before, so I actually have found when I do that, often my decision, of course, right? If you don't get good sleep, our decision making is like, I think it's even a scientific fact that when you don't sleep well, your decision making really drops off. So but I was so determined that I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I didn't take a lot of big risk on or anything, just doing like one contract, so, but anyway, that's my trading journey for me last night and last few hours. Well, geez, forever feels like forever now. But yeah, this is an awesome trade for you there, Dean. I love it, dude. This is awesome. I love it. hopefully you can scalp some profit and or hold. And I know you said 50. Um, yeah, you have a good chance here. Yeah, dude, Nico, if you haven't done anything, yeah, it's man. I know the pullbacks can be brutal, man. Like, yeah, I know you're saying it's yeah. When do I like pullbacks near a GAN level. So there was there was definitely the pullback when it broke above this daily GAN level. Like, so obviously there's been pullbacks, but man, I know what you're saying there, Nico. It's if you miss one, and it's so hard to know where to get in, right? Because I know you're it's tough. Usually when it's extended like this, I just but we shall see. Oh, nice job, dude. Nice job. You're green, man. I love it. That's great. Love it, Dean. You're doing well, dude. I love it. That's awesome, man. Yeah, never fun to be down, but I was a little bit too earlier, and then that's just part of it. Oh man, well, dude. I mean, I learned this from a pro trader, and so no, I appreciate that, but I'm just passing on the knowledge that I learned, and so I didn't create this thing, but I do love it, so I'm glad can share it with people. That's the cool side effect of this, right? You know. Yeah, dude. I know. We have the best and worst job in the world, right? This job is like either those days it's like god awful, and then some days it's just like so freaking awesome. Hopefully it gets better, where even your bad days aren't bad, because it's just the cost of doing business of having some losses here and there. But yeah, hopefully we lessen the turmoil and the trauma that trading can inflict upon our souls as we, Oh man. So this thing is just grinding up. I love it. This is awesome. Tough. It's always tough when now it's like I said, if the daily GAN's way up there, and then the 4 hours is just keeps moving with it. So I just kind of use this as a trail. Well, luckily, dude, the market's always around, right? So we're all there, right? We all get the FOMO. We don't, what I mean? Like, we all know though. Yeah, it sucks to miss trades, but it's also, as you know, it's way worse to get in a horrible trade and take a loss. So honestly, I'd rather miss a trade than get in a trade that I don't like. You know what I mean? I think that's I mean, I know you're a good trader, dude. So you know that. I don't need to tell you that, right? I'm just talking because I know you know that. One of these days you should take over, Nico, because I know that I could learn a lot from you, dude, or both of you guys, or all you guys. Yeah, dude. I know. We've all done that. We've chased top. I mean, pretty much anyone who's traded, we've all done every probably cardinal sin in court, in trading, right? I mean, I don't know how else do you learn not to do those things, um, and then like this, like it just keeps grinding up. So this is like, oh, how do you get into this thing? Um, you know, yeah, either wait for a pullback or you just watch, and then you just, if it doesn't meet what you like, then no big deal, right? I mean, that's how I look at it. I don't even who cares. I mean, a lot of times when I meditate about the market, I just visualize it going like up 1,000 points, down 1,000 points, and me not even like I train myself not to care because I already know like I make money at levels. So, and if I'm not in a trade and it goes up 1,000, it doesn't. I just train myself not to affect me. That's just what I do to help manage the pain. Yeah, dude. I mean, we we all. I mean, obviously there'll be days you go on vacation. We're not going to catch every move, right? There's no way. It doesn't. We don't need to. We can honestly with daily GAN levels, you can literally trade like 1 day a week, or even two, right? And just catch the very best trades and not trade every day. you know what I mean, or even like I should say, execute a trade. I mean, ideally, hopefully, we're patient enough where we just watch the market and wait for the very best trades. And again, like my favorite scenario would be honestly, you're executing 2 to 3 days a week out of the five, and you just kill those days, and you just wait for the best price action, you know. So yeah, because right, I mean, we're always waiting, right? As we all know, right? We're waiting to get in, we're waiting to get out, we're waiting until the next day. We're all trading is more about waiting than anything, right? We're always waiting, always. It's always a wait, regardless of what you're doing, right? You know that. Always. Yes, I mean, no trade is always a win, dude. I mean, flat is still you're still in a trade. You're still trading, obviously, when you're flat. It's still a position, right? In a way, right? So as you know. Yeah, I love it, man. Already, that's seriously, that's like I love that. That's my favorite way to do it too. Honestly, at least because I know that like if I'm trading again and again, let's say out of 5 days, I'm not going to get again and again every day. So often there'll be 2 3 days, 2 to 3 times out of the week where it will come back and I won't get my full again and again on the daily, right? But those 2 3 days of the week when it does that, then I get paid really well. That's how I manage that aspect. I mean, there's always ways to do it, right? For me, I love GAN to GAN, so I kind of keep it in my head. That's the kind of trader I am, and so if I get stopped out at break even or a small loss because I was holding it and it came snapping back, where I didn't take profit, because for me, I can't wrap my head around being everywhere, and I can't be mad at myself if I didn't take profit. When I don't know, right? For me, I just have to. It's kind of like how I've structured it in my head how I trade. Even though I will say with the caveat, if I do trade pre-market, I will scalp. I don't really shoot GAN to GAN in pre-market. If I'm trading live, I will shoot. Like if I hit like a certain threshold, I'm definitely gonna take profit. So, but during if I'm trading right now, this is like my favorite time frame to be trading, as far as like holding like a longer position. Then I like to go GAN to GAN. But otherwise, sometimes pre-market, as we all know, it doesn't move like it does right now. So I don't expect to get like a daily GAN, in the pre-market. And I'm not talking like way pre-market. Normally I don't trade all that much. Usually like an hour or two is the max that I'll be in, or at least watching. Because for whatever reason, like an hour before the market, sometimes an hour before is kind of nice. It can bounce off some levels. It just gives you some good entries. But again, those you're not going to get GAN to GAN on those kind of plays either. So I don't know, you just kind of like practice kind of what you like to do, right? That's what I love about this, right? You just find those levels. Either the dailies are the best, as we all know, and then the 4 hours are really good. So to me, we got two really good levels to navigate, and then we just use our own. Oh, nice, dude. Nico, let me see. Let me check that out. So that's awesome. So you got in. Did you? So you got in. Did you? So you got on this little pullback here, Nico? Like around 95-ish or whatever. Nice little pullback, dude. That's awesome. Nice little trade there. Going with the trend. I love it. So yeah, little 9 EMA. I love it. Yeah, those can help, especially on these trend days. EMA, those EMAs are good for those little pullback trades. Nice to go with the market, right, Nico? Instead of fighting it, right? You know what I'm talking about. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's nice to trade with the market, not fighting it, right? Oh man, I hate fighting the market. Yeah, for sure, man. I'm glad that worked out. It's awesome. Dean's green and you're green. It's awesome. Um, Anything for you, Sam or RD753? Any good trades today? Oh definitely don't want to fight NQ right now with the tariff stuff, and like we all know what's going on. Like there, not yet. Wait, okay, gotcha. Hopefully, yeah, you get another opportunity. Man, it's just ripping right now, right? It's just ripping. It's just crazy. Kind of cool to see though. It's nice. I love it, Sam. That's good, man. Yeah, I'm paper trading all the time, constantly, every day. Live trade, paper trade. I know these kind of markets do like we have the trauma of being. I know it's where you just follow your plan, right, Nico? So if that fit your plan, you can't be right. To me, you executed your trade, and right, you definitely can't. You know what I mean? If that was your, to me, I don't know. It's extended, so you got it. You got green, right? So me, I don't know. We don't really worry about how much we get in where we feel like is good, and then yeah, let's see. It's testing okay. So it's testing the grab. Yeah, so there you go. To me, that's if in your journal, whatever if you have one or whatever, like you executed your trade perfectly. You should be, I should fit. Like you actually should be very in a good calm state. Like right, either you're done for the day, you executed your plan, and not worrying about what's going to happen. You just or you go into practice mode, right? You definitely don't want to get anything back, right? So we'll see if this is like an area for me. It's hard for me to call out a trade because the GAN lines are out, right? We're so high. It's up November. Welcome, dude. Good to see you. There's just no reversal, right, for me, right? Unless he comes up to this freaking 338, which would be insane. But yeah, good to see you, man. Hopefully you're green or you're waiting or what. Either way. If you're waiting or green, whatever. I can talk about what I did earlier again if everyone wants to, and nothing big. I did some trades right after the news, and then I traded right after the open, and then you can see had some trades on last night. I had a trade on last night. just oh man, up 1K. Oh nice, man. I love it, dude. I didn't even know King has a 15-second strat. Punk, I don't even know about that. King, that's awesome, dude. I love it. I don't even know what that is. That's awesome. I'll have to check that out. That's awesome, dude. 1K. I love it, man. That's awesome. Oh, really? Okay. I was gonna say because man, these fired so late. I mean, they're good, but they fired so freaking late. I wanted to fire like these Elite GAN fired way, Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at the code again on that to see. But if we go to a 15-second, let's check that out real quick. So on a 15-second, that's pretty good. Holy shit, man, win. I love how it doesn't fight. So look at that, it doesn't fight the trend. Isn't that crazy? I mean, to me, that's pretty cool, actually, on the 15-second. Look at that. That's a lot of winning trades there. Man, that's killer. That is, I mean, obviously, you have to be careful fighting a level. But, man, look at these. I mean, get rid of this. If we just kind of clean the chart up a little bit. Sometimes you have too much on there. Honestly, with these markers... Like, I think I can really clean the chart up. We don't even need the daily on right now because the daily. But man, look at this play over the V. I mean, look at these. Look at this. Honestly, look at this. When you go back and look at this thing, it's always easy to look back. But I mean, still, premise, break up, retest, right? We have a kind of a break retest here, but it doesn't really come that close. We do have a break, so I do like to look at the price action of like this. So we have this line here. It breaks up, it comes back down. So we do have, I guess, this is kind of a consolidation, but this is like a 1, 2, 3 breakout, but then you give a retracement here. Oops, get back to this thing. So then you have a break, retest there that I like a lot. Like I love it when it breaks, retests, even though 15 seconds a little bit. But look at that. Then you retest right here. This is a nice retest move off of a break. So you can see how it breaks, retest, and then there's a fib number here, which kind of breaks here, breaks here. So if you got in here, you might make sure you're on a 15 second. You're probably okay to have a stop route right here. So then, but even if you miss that one, it breaks, retests here. It breaks this one fast, so it doesn't even give you really a chance to get in, because you would want to enter near the GAN, and then now we're back at again, not saying to enter, but we'll see what's going to happen at this GAN level here. Gotcha. That's cool. I love it, man. The 15 second. I haven't traded on a smaller time frame like this in a while, but man, it's pretty good. Lots of good opportunities. I mean, lots of winners where you're done, right? I mean, geez. Really, if you caught any of these, we're done, right? We did our job today, right? I mean, we caught the best trades and you're done. It's not even, the market hasn't even been open an hour yet, right? It's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's that was the goal, to really create something to really help, yeah, just some really good entries. I think it does better on the 15, the 1 minute does, right? That just makes sense that it wouldn't produce as many on the 1 minute. Dean did really well with it. That's so that's awesome. Yeah, especially when you play with the markers too. So I mean, or you don't even need the marker as long as, although likely if it fires, I mean, it's going to be green obviously when it fires. I mean, so but the markers are kind of cool. I mean, if I line them up, I don't know. Look at the buy on the marker right here. That's pretty cool. You got a marker here, a marker on this one, and that's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys use these markers, but I think it adds some pretty cool added confirmation. And then if you tie it with some volume too, I don't know. I do love the whole how things are kind of like coming together to give us better confirmation. Especially how limited TradingView is when it comes to order flow. It's not going to give us the best, but it's this is the best I could get, at least for now. Hopefully, so see here, 5 micros. Yeah, dude. I love micros like that. I love it. So this is a nice play off of this GAN. I don't know. So we don't really have a signal or anything, but we'll see. This is a practice trade. I'm already done for the day, so I don't know if this is going to hold. It could flip, as we all know, but we'll see if it holds this GAN. It might not. Getting some order flow, a little bit. See if it can hold above. It doesn't look like it wants. It looks like it might come back a little bit. We'll see though. Hopefully it can hold above the 13. But who knows? Who knows? The GANs, as they press up, aren't as significant as we all know. So these are not like my favorite GAN trades when things are pivoting on the very high, on the highs of it. So we have to just know the math is not as much on our side as it normally would be. But if it starts consolidating this number, it could be a key number to help. I got this little practice trade. I'm already done live, so we'll see if this 13 can hold. It's kind of like you try the strategy until, eventually it's gonna, flip around, and there you go. So it might flip. I'm gonna wait a little bit for practice. If it holds, I'll short a bit. I think if it holds, do one more practice trade here. If it holds, gets back above 13. Can we get back? So we're above 13. Another practice long here just to see. Just practicing this level. See what we'll do. And we're back below it. That's kind of stupid. So that's let's see if we can hold that 13. Nice. There's a little 15-second buy. Would be up here. So a little far away from the GAN, but it's a nice little scalp there. Take one off for practice. Lock in some profit. Patrick, what up, dude? Good to see you, man. Nice. Love it, Dean. I love it, man. Good to see you, man. The market is ripping. It's pretty cool. Awesome morning. It's nice to be flush with green. So yeah, Patrick, I went long earlier at the open, and then we're on the 15-second chart because November was saying that him and King like the pro pulse on, and you can see, I mean, lots of winning trades on the 15-second with the pro pulse. Yeah, pretty cool though. Pretty good stuff. So, I don't know if you've done anything this morning, Patrick, but man, it's been some pretty good entries to get in. Some good entries. Oh, okay. Well, that just means you're being smart about it. So I love it, man. It's always good to be smart about what you're doing. Trying to just have a couple more days before I get a payout on my funded futures. So that's kind of cool. I've never had a payout. I was just curious on those guys. I've never had a payout from them yet. So it'll be kind of cool to see if they pay. Hopefully they do. Oh man. Yeah, thanks, man. I've gone through a couple of their accounts, just being dumb. Finally, just started trading it the way I like to, and I don't know why. It's like Top Step. I don't know what it is. I always trade bad on Top Step, so I just gave up. I don't know what it is. So I just have my other ones and just I don't know, it's weird. And then my fund, I had a few other ones that I don't know what I kept just making stupid mistakes. I don't know what it is. And but now I've got a couple funded ones that are working, and just I guess I'm honestly, working with you guys has really helped me a lot, keeping my risk way down. And so I'm just trading like one lots, even though I could trade more. I trade really, really small, because I just don't want to lose. I'm just tired of losing live accounts. I've probably lost, I don't know. I don't want to tell you. It's a lot. Too many. Too many. You know what I mean? Enough that it's like, okay, why am I doing the same stupid stuff wrong? And now it's like you just kind of get fed up. At least I do. At least for me, I get fed up. Making the same mistake over and over again. So we have a little sell here on the so that could have scalped a little bit there, but I hate to counter trend, but I wish I would have got in at the. I wish I would have got in like here, on the sell just again. This is just practice. I don't recommend going against this trend here, but I'm just taking for fun now. I'm just going to take these pro signals as they come on, just for the fun of it. Since I'm done with my live trading, we'll see if this even holds. Again, I wouldn't love shorting NQ right now. It's kind of like suicide. It's like, I mean, things are bullish, right? Don't short it. So this trade, as you can see, taking some heat. If I would have got in earlier, I think I could have scalped a little bit. So we'll see. I might cut this one. Yeah, I think I'll get out of this one, and hopefully I'll get another signal to go along here, maybe. But I could have, if I would have taken it earlier, I could have scalped a little bit out of that, or even stayed in it. But hopefully I get another long signal here. What's going on with this? Come on, buy signal. So I would have gone long there off that GAN. So I don't really love waiting for signals, but for fun, I'm just going to wait for the signal if it fires, just to see how good they are. So I would have been long at 13. Good confirmation to go long right there. So come on, pulse. So that long would have been. Yeah, still been probably long at the 15, but it'd be let's see, it'd be probably break even an hour. Guess the pulse did a good job. Didn't have me go long there. We'll see. Come on. Let's see if it produces something. So you gave me a buy, but King had opposing settings. So yeah, you're probably right. I probably I don't know if it's on default or not. You definitely I can modify the forget. I modified them for a bit. I forget which ones. What's your threshold at? See how it looks. So did produce a few more doing that. Oh, thanks, man. Let's see here. See if I got 27. 2, 15, 1.2. Thanks, November. Appreciate that. So there's a sell here. So, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. Lots of winning trades. You know, you're done. You're green, and you're done. Yeah, awesome morning. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I mean that's really what it was designed for. Yeah, I mean it really is designed for the New York session, honestly, and just the first. Yeah, that's really the best. You know, I mean that is probably the ideal way to use it, honestly. Yeah, so we'd almost be done here. Um, yeah, because it's gonna be. Yeah, I like to be done before 11 New York time too. Just catch the best trades, the best levels, and be done. You know, and then I don't mind practicing like this. You know, there's I love the paper. You know, I like paper trading because you know it keeps me in the flow of things. You know, but and it helps kind of get rid of my when I over trade. So we got a buy signal there, but let's see if it does anything. Buy on the pro pools. That's kind of cool because I've scalped off $100 there, 90, $85 there. Should probably put a stop on. So risk about $200 on this trade. See if I can make 1-to-1 on it. We'll see if I can get $200. Then just get out. Can I make $200 on this? I have a chance. Can I get to $200 just to get out? It might not work, but Come on, Probolos. Nice. Yeah, you could be waiting a bit, yeah, if you're waiting for the pullback. Should take off this tables. I don't know why I have the tables on. Yeah, there's definitely a flag of some sort and another buy here. I'm just trying to get 200 bucks out of this trade if I can. Or I could move the break even and hold it. Because my goal is to get 200 out of this thing. But I might not. Ooh. Oh no, Pulse. You're hurting me, Pulse. Ouch. uh, yeah, that's the one thing, you know, you can take all these winners and then eventually it will lose. That's alright, that's part of it. The Pulse lost. It was in the money, briefly. And then Apex, what up? Oh man, now we have to be careful what we say. Apex is here. He's really sensitive. So let me see what you shared there, buddy. That's funny, dude. That's hilarious. That is funny. Apex. You were funny, dude. That's funny. So yeah, Apex, I'm done live, so now I'm just taking signals for fun of it right now. Killed it off the open, and then so now I'm just taking the signals for fun till we're done chatting. Next, maybe on for another 15 or so minutes. If anybody has any questions or want to chat about anything, I don't know. Wish King would jump on, Punk. I want to do that markup thing, but he's so busy lately. Doesn't have time for me. Ooh, a sell. Sell on the pulse. I would love it. Going against the trend. But kind of like yesterday, some of those pullbacks were nasty, you know. I got bid up, you know. Some of those pullbacks are brutal. Especially after the open yesterday, they were nasty. Then it bounced, obviously, but man, yesterday was tough for me on one of my accounts. Luckily, I got it back, but man, it's weird how like NQ can be so mean when it's going short, it will snag you, and then you're trying to go long, and then it's weird how nasty the pullbacks are at times. It's like, geez, NQ never makes it easy. Excuse me, sorry. Gotcha. I should look at what you're looking at. So we're at the. Okay, so you're looking at the 90, yeah, up here if it holds. Gotcha. So far, it's not. We'll see if we get a, can the 86 hold, but. I should turn on the pulse over here too. A 15-second. Some false ones there. That was a good one there. There's a sell right now. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna mute you, Apex. I don't know. Unless you want to say something. You're definitely allowed to take over, man. Too. Oh, look at that sell. Okay, so that's sell. Look at that buy there. That could be what you're looking for there. Yeah. So the signals. That's why. Nice. Oh, it jumped Ginger. I thought you said that you got it. Hopefully, if you can hold here. Can it hold? I have 10 contracts. That's funny. Can we hold this 901? On the ES. Yeah, check this out. The last couple days, I'm up like 95,000 on my demo trades. Oh man, it's funny. I've had like 2 or 3 trades that were like 30,000+. Oh man, why can't this be real? Oh, no worries, Apex. Always you can jump on too. You can chat. Yeah, one day that'll be a real number. Look at this, not holding, is it? We're back down below the 901. Hopefully it can hold. Come on, 901. I don't know. Market could flip, right? Who knows? I don't know, man. I have no idea. It could be a rubber band day. It could just flip and go right back down. I'm not calling that, but who knows? We'll see what the GAN levels tell us to do. So far, it'd be a break and a sell. If I'm playing it the way you have a break, a retest of the 901, but we could be just consolidating too. So is it just going to flat out reverse here? I mean, geez, who knows? But if I was playing the GANs the way I like it, breakdown, retest, and then it actually does a breakdown, retest. But, then it could flip back and go along, because this is kind of a weird area. Not like a high, isn't like a great trade really, because now it might go back up. But for practice, I'll be short 901 unless it goes back above, which now it might. But this is where you don't want to fight an area too much, right? So you give an area a couple of times. And now we're going back above. So for practice purposes. Oh, we have a little buy over here. Probably need to change my pulse settings on the ES. I actually haven't even used the pulse on ES, so yeah, I definitely need to look at that. Well, you got a nice marker here. I didn't even notice that, and over here too. So that's kind of a cool. And then you can see it pulling back a little bit, but still kind of cool. Like you could have scalped off some money there. So that's pretty awesome. I know. If I don't, how does the pulse look on gold, Patrick? Is it decent, or I'm just curious. I could look at myself, but I should check that out. See how it does on gold, NCL, and all those. Dean, I presume you're still green, and anybody else? I know. Let's see. I think Nico's was green. You're green, right, Nico? Still. I know he got a nice play earlier. I know Dean's green. Anyone else? I know. I think Sam is, or someone I know who was practicing. Someone's been practicing. Anybody else green today? Hopefully. Nice. Love it, Nico. Good job, man. I love it. I love it, Nico. That is freaking awesome. Haven't tried one thing at a time. I have confused you, Patrick. I only have 100. I only have 100 indicators, Patrick. So I don't know what your problem is, dude. I don't know what you're Patrick. I know, dude. I have way too many, man. But that's why I just do levels. The other stuff is more for people to um, find what works. But yeah, I'm the same way. You get too much on the chart, it's just too much. You know what I mean? You got to keep it pretty basic. Find what works, and then just rinse and repeat. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, that's why I really don't even go there. I let if people want to like practice them, because I don't think signals are the way to make money in the market personally. I mean, I think they're good for confirmation, but I'm all about our levels and confirmation. Um, yeah, I do have some weird ones, for sure. And I'd love to like get rid of a lot, just have the best ones. And I mean, I have way too many deltas. Yeah, the Northern White. I didn't even use the Northern Lights one. That one, I tried to make it cool, but maybe when I might revisit it to make it better one of these days. But it is kind of, I don't know. I was trying to add some cool effects to it, but it actually is kind of just more nauseating to me now. I don't like it. That's why I don't even use it. No, I appreciate that. I mean, it's kind of like you throwing stuff in a blender on. Sometimes you're just trying to see what works. And as you guys know, like I was big on those quantum zones, but I haven't used those forever. Even though I think they're really good for entries, but especially if you're trading on the 15 second, which they're only good. The I don't even. I should probably see where did it go. I know. See, that's why I have too many. I haven't used it in so freaking long. Oh, here we go. So like, oh, I have it over here. Shit. Oh well. Same concept, right? I don't even use the quantum zones, and it's really good for entry, right? And it's good for trade management, but especially when you're on a 15-second chart. But I don't even talk about it anymore because it gets your chart all cluttered up. I already have, and then with the pulse, that blue line, you got to turn, you know. Um, One thing, if you're ever into swing trading, um, the pulse actually has some pretty cool. I'll show you guys. Get rid of. Oops. Just trying to do this. At least before, yeah. So when you get on the higher time frame, it actually has some pretty other awesome signals. Like it has super buys, prime buys. If you ever do swing, you can look at all these. I mean, 4 hour is just too late for me, but man, you could definitely use it to swing trade. Um, I was just looking at the Pulse does a pretty good job on if people do for stocks and stuff, or I don't know, but it does have some other cool signals that are built in that you don't really see on the smaller time frame. They show more on NQ. There's more like prime buys that will show up and super buys, and anyway, in case you guys didn't know. I've been using it on 1 minute, but I kind of like it on the 15 second, honestly, because it gives you some pretty. As long as you don't overtrade a level, if you keep your chart pretty clean. But yeah, typically I've been using it on the 1 minute, but November and King are using it on the 15 second. I think it is. I think if you're on 15 second, you definitely want to have other confirmation, not just take every signal. Use the marker I'd try to trade it with the marker. You can see look at this. I mean, this is with the marker. It's a win here. This is a win here. When this marker shows up, I guess it's late, so I guess you could say it's kind of close. But yeah, 15 seconds is pretty crazy. But I also will say I don't care what chart frame you're on. If you're trading on a 4 hour Gann level or even the daily, I don't like. Who cares? Because you're still trading on a high. For me, if I'm trading just dailies, which I love, as you guys know, like that's my favorite is just to trade off. Which today, if you traded off a daily, you would have had been trading last night. So if when price comes above, so I don't care what time frame you're on, the daily is amazing. I mean, it breaks. Look at long here, comes back. Look at this long here, short here, a little short. Then you're maybe take a loss there. Um, Again, this is overnight, but eventually you're going to get some nice trades as it breaks. I mean, I love using the daily as my. And eventually, as you can see, it breaks up tests, and then we all know what happens overnight. It just goes straight up, you know. So I love trading off the daily, you know. So I don't really, you can use 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, because really the daily is where our prime. Like if we only trade 3 4 times a week, like we talked about earlier, man, just staying on the dailies, man, it's gonna like slow you down, and you're gonna just take the best trades, you know. It's no the you should have access Apex to the pro to this pulse the pro you should have it. I did. It's still in beta in essence because it is pretty new. But I thought it was doing well enough that I could share it with everybody without because I think it's. I mean, there is some really good signals with it, you know. You're not invited. Okay, well let me figure that out right now. Sorry, Apex, if I let you down, dude, I'm sorry, man. Says invite only. Not. How did I not invite you? That's horrible. I know, man. Dude, you could have been a millionaire the past couple of days with. My bad, man. Brutal. Let's see, let me find you here. I thought I invited everybody to that. Oh, where are you? I don't know what your username is for TradingView. I'm trying to find you here. Oh, okay. Thank you. I remember seeing that. Oh, you're wait, so I thought you were Belly of the Toad. You changed your name on me. Apex. Okay. All right. That's what happened. Okay, 1 second here. But you still should have been invited to that. Let me see here. Oh man, I didn't. Okay, actually, you know what? I invited you just to the strategy. 1 second here. I do have a strategy, but it's not that great right now. It needs to get better. Yeah, dude. Actually, you already have. You already had access. I just invited you to the strategy one. Maybe you need to refresh, but yeah, you did have access to that one. So you could have been a millionaire, Apex. If you would have checked. It's right. It was your fault, Apex. Can't blame. No, good man. Yeah. So yeah, 15 seconds is kind of crazy, but at the same time, it is pretty good. Like there's definitely some false ones here, but you're trading right into some GANs. So I mean, there's ways to filter out the 15 second too, or I mean, gosh, if you took them all, I mean, you still made a killing, right? I mean, look at all the wins you had until it started consolidating. Um, anyway, you know how signals work, right? They're good until they're not. Just like anything, like just like a GAN level, it's good until it isn't, and So yeah, this is a nice little long off this level here, the 901. Kind of using Nico because I know he wanted to be long the 901, so I was just kind of doing that for fun. But yeah, killer morning. Yesterday was a little tough. Still worked out. Just, got bounced around a little bit and it worked out. But today was just pretty much green from the get go. It's pretty cool. Good stuff. I don't know why my Fontix trader is not showing right. It's driving me crazy. Ooh, there's a sell. Probably my last practice trade. It's 11 o'clock. So we're kind of, it's like how much you want to scalp, right? Oh, man. But I am, I guess, yeah, heads up, I am, man, I spent, geez, probably 30 hours the last few days trying to get the Pro Pulse strategy that I like, metric wise, and still working on it. Nothing that I love. I do have a strategy out, but it doesn't print data or anything. So, and then I was looking at improving some other stuff that we have. I'm not going to really try to add really anything. It's just always improving. I mean, I know I did add the the order flow, but more or less now my goal is to streamline as much as possible and make it easier, not more. Like we need another freaking indicator, right? Unless it's like amazing. I'm always, you know, playing around, but I definitely don't want to, get you guys more confused than you already are. If you're like Patrick, you're like, man, there's too much shit going on. That's why I always just go back to just trading off levels and with confirmation, and just get out of this one. So yeah, I mean, just try to simplify as much as possible, right? So that's why I love these markers. As it's coming down, you go along here with this marker, you just kill again and again, right? It's just so, oops. Anyway, try to keep my chart clean as possible. You can add the deltas and stuff, but the deltas get kind of, with these markers now, I don't know if I even need the deltas, because this is going to give me the best trades off the levels, keep the chart a little bit cleaner. Now I guess the benefit of going down to the 15 second, it's just going to give you some more trades, on the 1 minute you don't have quite as many. What's going on, CTZTF? So just a kind of a recap, as you guys probably saw, but for me, what I saw earlier, turn the compass back on. I think it was, I guess let's turn on the weekly one. I know that maybe the view app changed, but I remember I was, so when the market opened right here, I went long, it came down, I went long here and just caught as many gans as I could, and got out for some nice profit. And then I was trading a little bit last night, too much. I was just determined to be green today. So I did actually, I did make one mistake earlier. So when this news came off, I went long here and got stopped out for a small loss, and then I did get back long here, but then I waited for the open, and then I got back long. So I was trying to play this. I didn't trade the news candle, but I was kind of thinking that it might bounce and go up. Of course, NQ decided to wait for the market open to go up and start ripping up. So yeah, I was sweating way too much last night, dude. Oh man, I rarely do that, but I was just so determined to get my account back green. My other because yesterday, as I told you guys, I was one of my accounts. I hit my loss limit, and it just was like, man, I got to get that back. Trading smart, just doing one contract, just kind of grinding it away to get it back green again. But now I'm gonna pay the price. We can do this. Apex. Apex is seriously, that's hilarious, man. Yeah.